Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
TalkNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas. It's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Thursday. Yeah, October 2nd, 2025. And this is episode number 988 of, oh my God, we got a hype train. What the shit? The reason it took so long to start after we started, I was trying to get, no, I'm not just messing with you. I was trying to get the pick'em stuff done. I was having problems because it's all automated, but the pick'em stuff was jacked up. So I was trying to get that done because I thought it was done already. And then I looked and I was like, oh no, that's not done at all. So I tried to get that done before we got rolling so that we had it. But hey, thank you guys for the hype train. This is crazy. What all we got? Oh shit. What all we got here? Let's see. Ooh, excuse me, Lord Jesus. Heartthrob resubscribed for 38 months. Ivan. Holy shit, we have an Ivan sighting? Oh my God. PB Dubs. Ivan's resubscribed for 37 months. PB Dubs resubscribed for 41 months. That got the hype train rolling. Jared, what up, Jared? Jared kicked in 5 bits. Appreciate you, buddy. Cisco kicked in 69. I like, yes. Thank you for the 69 bits. And then Jared resubscribed. Oh, he gifted a sub to Cisco. Let's go. Let's see. Level 1. Oh, shit. Hype train completed level 2. You guys are the tits, man. Hype train in the level 2. 26%, 4 subs, 74 bits. Thank you guys, man. You guys are the shit. We got lots to do today. We got lots of sports to discuss. Do I have road stories? Well, I mean, it was a really kind of uneventful other than the drive. The drive was forever. Jet, holy shit, hold on. Jet resubscribed for 11 months. Jet, thank you. Yeah, it was a long trip, but for the most part, a relatively uneventful trip. Usually I try to share with y'all when crazy shit happens. Nothing crazy really happened on this trip. It was surprisingly quiet. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. Let's see. Why is my YouTube not populating in the chat? What's up with that? Should be there. Interesting. Killswitch said MLB is so rigged. Why do you say that? Why do you say that MLB is rigged? I always disagree. Even look, here's the thing. I'm curious as to why you say that, but usually I stand on the side of no, it's not. Simply because it takes too much. Hey, thank you, Total Dallas. I see it now. Yeah, it just takes way too much to rig something like that. Do they play favorites? A little bit. There was a time in the NBA when it was known that, you know, Rockets were, especially Yao Ming was going to get different treatment, and not in a good way. And that was kind of known. But as far as like actually rigging games and no, I don't think so. Just me though. I know plenty of fans who feel that way, but Alex said, "What's MLB?" Yeah, exactly. If I give you bids here on Twitch, will you time out Total Dallas on YouTube? Cisco said. No, I won't time him out on the tubes. Damn it. I always do that. There we go. Refresh the title. There we go. That's what it should look like. No. But yeah, Jared said hi, Barry. He had to leave to watch the kiddos. Damn it, Jared. Fuck them kids. Hadn't seen you in forever. Tony said, how was y'all's Christmas? It feels like it's been forever, right? Like it feels like it's been a really long time since we've done a show. Let me see. What am I missing over here? AJB was on YouTube early. So was Donna. Donna, you're in Wichita Falls? Wow. Yeah, that's a haul right there. Who else is on YouTube? Total Dallas. And it looks like is let's see, AJB, Total Dallas, Donna. Plenty of you on Twitch today. I see Alex Villanueva was in early. Don't know if it was first, but it was definitely, it was first. Oh, watch out now. Who else is over there? John Dorier, what up, pimpin'? Good to see you, my friend. Nightbot, that raggedy bitch checked in. Who else? Mark G is here. What's up, man? Who else? Donna's on Twitch as well. My sweet, sweet Donna. Heartthrob, what up, pimp? Good to see you. Good to see PP Dubs, Cisco. Jared Taylor was here for a minute. We saw that. Potch, what up, Potch? Good to see you, buddy. Who else? Flipster, what up, Flip? Flip is in. Jet on Twitch is in. Let me see. Who else am I missing? Saying hi to. I think I got everybody. Yeah, Tony the Handsome. What up, homie? I think I got everybody. All right, we're good. We're all checked in. You win nothing. You win nothing, sir. You win my love and admiration. I like that Kill Switch just popped in, said baseball is rigged, and then left. Nothing else. That was it. One and done. That was his first message on Twitch. Never been here before. He did one message, said MLB is so rigged, and then left. Okay. What up, Jacob? Good to see you, man. How's the weather in the H? I'm hoping on a plane. Oh my God. We have a Sandoval in H-Town sighting. Holy shit. That's crazy. Pimpin', how's the weather in H? I'm hoping on a plane, hopping on a plane, excuse me, in a bit. It's, I don't know. I don't go outside, unless I'm leaving. What is the weather like outside? Shit. It's probably hot. It was mild when I got here yesterday. It's 90. Not too bad. Yeah, this is the high too. So it's going to start getting, I think at 88. Tomorrow the high is 88. And then all weekend it's 88. And Monday it rains. So not too bad. That's good for the H. That's not too shabby at all. Big Stout, what up, man? Yeah, Dubs. You ain't lying on that. Hot as fuck still. Yeah. Game 3s, baby. Can you dig it? Let's see. It's a little muggy. Yeah, I mean, it's Houston. You know, it's Houston. So here's what's crazy is I drove over 2,500 miles. Ivan, what up, pimp? Good to see you, man. It has definitely been a minute, Sandoval. It's good to see you, brother. Thank you for popping in. Damn, I got used to the mid-60s here in Oregon. Oh, kiss my ass. Rub it in, why don't you? Oh, it's in the 60s in Oregon. Oh, yeah? Cool. How you like them homeless? That's all I got. Portland has a lot of homeless. Portland has so many homeless. All the homeless. Damn, Ivan said I'm unemployed right now, so I'll be on a lot more. Damn, well that's good for me because you're here, but that sucks, bro. I would never wish that on anyone. Never. Cisco said, Barry, you should move out here to the hill country. I'll get you a job here. You could sell the shit out of some wine. there's shit in wine, I would do it, Cisco. I would do that. I think I would actually do that. I think that would be fun. Nora would love it. I'll tell you that much. Although she would have to be able to get a job somewhere. I'd do it. I don't know. Like, how difficult is the gig? You know what I'm saying? Like, would they still let me do comedy? Because that's the thing. I got to be able to do comedy. I'm not giving that up. That's the thing. But I would consider it. Shit, I would definitely consider it. There's a hospital in Fredericksburg. Well, it's definitely possible. Okay, I wouldn't mind selling wine. Maybe find a rich sugar mama. Ivan's like, all I need is a woman with money. I don't need a good job. I need a woman with a good job. Oh, well, you just got to schmooze. You can take whatever time off for comedy. Well, my comedy is picking up, so. I mean, look, let's talk, pimp. I'm down, bro. I would sell the shit out of wine. I didn't know there was shit in it, but my wife would like it because I could bring home a lot of free wine, and she loves wine. She loves William Chris wine too, by the way. Big fan. We both are. So, look, let's talk some sports and whatnot real quick, just about the road. One quick little road story. So I drove about 2,500 miles round trip. I drove from here to Lubbock, spent the night in Lubbock, and then drove to my destination, which was Into the Mountain Gods in Mescalero, New Mexico, which is right next to Ruidoso. Ruidoso? I don't know how you say it. Whatever it is. But that was a long drive in and of itself. And then I ended up, so when Nora and I got our mattresses in, it came with 2 free pillows. So I took one with me because I like to take a pillow on the road. I don't like using everybody else's pillows. So took a pillow with me, left it at the hotel. And I was like, shit. So I called them and they were like, yeah, just you can come back and get it. Cause I was like, well, I'll just stop back on my way in. And sure as shit, they kept it for me. So that was cool. So I drove from Houston to Lubbock to basically Ruidoso, or however the hell you say it. And then from there, I drove to Tucson and did a couple of shows at Laughs in Tucson. And then from there, I drove to Pine Top, Arizona, which is up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere in eastern Arizona. And then did a gig there Monday night, and then got up and drove back to Lubbock Tuesday, which was about 9 hours, and then 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. And then got up yesterday and drove 8 hours to Houston. So all told, 2,500 plus miles on the old Honda. I think that's, I could do an exact trip. But one thing that was crazy is, so my first night in Lubbock, right? By the way, shout out to my boy Andy Huggins. He's going to be appearing on Comics Unleashed, Byron Allen's Comic Unleashed. They're bringing that back. And it's odd that he brought that up and said that, because my first night in Lubbock, or no, maybe it was my first night in Into the Mountain Gods in Mescalero. But that's about 2 years of driving in the city. Ain't that the truth? But I, let's see. Where is this? I wanted to see, am I saying it right? It's Ruidoso. Yeah, so it's Ruidoso. Okay. But so I'm watching Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed. They have a new one out in 2025. And then they had one from 2015, right? So I'm watching the new one, then I watched the old one. And on the old one, it was Tony Baker, a guy that I worked with named Mike Vecchione, some chick that I didn't know, and a dude named John Roy. right? These were the 4 guys that were on the Comics Unleashed from 2015. Yeah, no shit, right? They almost an oil change. Probably need to get one. And I drove it on a tire with a leak in it because I'm a boss and an idiot. But anyway, so I watched this. So I get to Tucson where I'm going to do a couple days MCing at Laughs Tucson just to kind of break in. Plus they gave me a free room, which I needed for Friday and Saturday. And guess who the headliner is? Dude named John Roy that I had never met before, but just watched on Comics Unleashed from 2015. It was creepy how the universe does you sometimes. It was really creepy. Like I was watching this old episode just randomly, and I never watched Comics Unleashed. Never. I don't know why I watched it, but I watched both episodes. Then I show up in Tucson, and who's the headliner? A dude from an old episode. I was like, yo, that's kind of weird. But he was cool. Yeah, we had a good time. Hung out with him and this dude named Roger Lazola, who dresses like Machete if you ordered Machete on Temu. And we had a good time. Do you know Byron Allen owns the Weather Channel? A lot of people don't know. Byron Allen is a G when it comes to the media. Big stout. That he's got several properties that he purchased. I'm trying to think of them all. At one point, he owned like a lot of shit. Let me look on the I want to say he had ownership in like BET at one point also. Let's see, from Detroit, age 14, put together his first stand-up routine. Made his debut on Tonight Show. Real People. I remember him from that more than anything. Let's see. He established a production company in 93. Entertainers with Byron Allen was the first talk show. Let's see. Oh, and it says Allen distributed the program under a barter model in which it would be offered to stations at no cost with revenue sharing on advertising sales. That's crazy. Trying to find. He made a bid to buy the Denver Broncos in 2022. I didn't know that. He was outbid by S. Robson Walton. Oh, there you go. He made an unsuccessful bid of about $3 billion for Paramount's BET Media Group. Okay. I thought he had something to do with BET. I was trying to find all of the stuff that he owns. Oh, damn. He resides in Aspen, Maui, Los Angeles, and New York. He bought a 2-home compound in Beverly Hills. Jeez, from Jeffrey Skoll for $22 million, and a mansion in Malibu, previously owned by Tamara Gustafson. Yeah, that dude is balling. Balling. Let's see. I'm trying to see where it says all the shit that he bought. I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Allen began forays into script programming with sitcoms The First Family and Mr. Box Office. Later in the decade, entertainment studios began to pursue various acquisitions, including film distributor Freestyle Releasing's The Griot, The Weather Channel, and an equity stake in Sinclair Broadcast Group, acquisition of the Fox Sports Network. By October 2022, the company was valued at $4.5 billion. Not bad for a kid from Detroit. That's crazy. I would drive to El Paso all the time after San Antonio. There ain't shit. Yeah, it sucked. That drive really sucks. Same thing going up to Lubbock and over to New Mexico. It really sucks. All right, so that's my little road story. I mean, I just saw a dude that I saw on TV, ended up working with. It's just weird like that. And flip jokes about getting trucker booty. I told Nora, I was like, I need to get a little pillow for my ass if I'm gonna be driving 2,500 miles in a week. That's a lot of driving. Okay. let's talk some MLB. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. You've got a lot going on right now. Top of the 7th, Detroit's up 6-1. That series is tied 1-1. These are all the wild card games. You've got San Diego and Chicago just kicking off. Let's see. Yeah, San Diego, Chicago just not kicking off, but just getting started, I should say. That series also tied 1-1. Of course, Boston and New York is also tied 1-1, and they played tonight at 7. So lots of good baseball so far in the wild card round. There was an interesting stat from game 1 of that Red Sox-Yankees game. Yankees load the bases in the 9th with 0 outs and do not score. It's only happened one other time in postseason history in baseball, and it was the Phillies from like a few years ago. Phillies went on to win the series. But pretty wild that a team as potent on offense as the Yankees would load the bases with no outs and not be able to score a run. Pretty crazy. But then they come back and win game 2, 4-3 in 10 innings. So, yeah. Now they tied the series up. Or not, I'm sorry, not 10 innings. Well, that was a 9-inning game. Wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they won 4-3 in the 9th. Yeah, I don't know why I said 10 innings. I'm looking at the wrong shit. I had a number next to it, next to 10. But so far, your playoff bracket, Dodgers beat the Reds. 2-0. And I was really excited about the Reds getting in. If you watched baseball down the stretch, the Reds were so fun to watch. I mean, like, a lot of fun to watch. But this just ended up not being a competitive series. Final scores in that one were 10-5 and 8-4. Just the Dodgers are just too good. But now the Dodgers move on to play the Phillies. Brewers are waiting on the winner of Cubs-Padres. Again, that series tied 1-1. And game 3 going on, just getting started there. So, over in the American League, Mariners waiting on the winner of Detroit-Cleveland. Looking like Cleveland could be in trouble. Down 6-1 in the 7th. They're in trouble. And then Blue Jays obviously waiting on the winner of Yankees-Red Sox, which that plays today as well. So, we will know what these brackets look like. All the games within the division series, the divisional round will start on October 4, which is Saturday. So there you go. But I don't. The Dodgers beating the Reds doesn't surprise me. The Reds were just scrappy and just squeaked in. And the Dodgers are just loaded. They're so good and so deep and so talented. I think it's going to be interesting if we get if we end up with the Padres win. I don't know that I have a lot of faith in the Cubs if they beat the Padres and move on to face the Brewers. But if the Padres win, that's a different story. You very well could end up with a Padres-Dodgers NLCS. That's very possible. I mean, it's not beyond the realm of possibility the Dodgers beat the Phillies. And I don't think it would be beyond the realm of possibilities for the Padres to beat the Brewers, as good as the Brewers have been. Padres are really good. American League, look, I think if Detroit wins, which they're a wild card, but they're also a wild card in this. Detroit, for a while, was the best team in baseball. I know the Mets had the best record in baseball on June 13th? Didn't make the playoffs? Oopsie. Steve Cohen just out here wasting money. Send it to me, brother. But, I mean, I feel like the Yankees are going to beat the Red Sox. And so then you've got Blue Jays, Yankees, Mariners, and most likely the Tigers. I think the Tigers absolutely could beat the Mariners. Now, the Mariners were hot down the stretch, one of the hottest teams in baseball down the stretch. But the Tigers have the pitching to absolutely do that. So I think those are going to be really good series over in the American League. I really do. And I don't know. I think the Tigers and the Yankees probably advance to the ALCS. And my guess would be Brewers, Dodgers in the National League. But the Padres will, I think, give the Brewers fits. I do believe that. So, but yeah, 6-1, 2 outs in the top of the seventh. Cleveland is down 5. And Detroit has the bases loaded currently. So they could be adding on here any second now. Yeah. Boy. Not good. Let's see. I can put this up here. Let's see. Oh, what the shit. I wish I had access to these overlays. Yeah, Ivan said, and Padres will lose again. Shit. Oh, there we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Let me see here. What the shit? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That makes life a little easier. Yeah. 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 I don't really like that, though. I don't really like that, though. Uh-oh. What the shit is this? What the shit is this? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think that one looks better. I'm trying to put the score up for you. So that you guys can at least see it. Let's see. Oh, why are you taking so long? There we go. There we go. Okay. This doesn't look too small. Haha. No. There will be no, that's what she says. You hear me? There will be none. I won't allow it. Stop it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Daddy likey. Uh-oh. Okay. Got it. All right. We're good to go, kids. I think I like this one better. Oops. Yeah. Daddy likey. Daddy likey. Cool. All right. There we go. Now that looks better. Okay. You can read that easier, I think. Much easier. All right. Let's talk a little college football. Well, my prediction didn't come true like I thought it would. I really thought the Aggies would fold against Auburn. That didn't happen. You have... Let's see. Uh-oh. No, that's the wrong one. The new poll has been out, but we haven't discussed it here. So that's okay. Uh-oh. I was like, why does it look like that? Let's see. Nope, not standings. Rankings. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Why is this acting like this? Nothing is cooperating nowadays. There we go. Yep. My gosh. Come on already. All right. All right, here is your top 25 AP poll, week 6. The tech folks are talking a lot of shit this week. Yeah. Here you go, and here's why. Tech up to number 11. Best team money can buy. It's the Big 12. Let's calm down. Here's your top 10. Right. Ohio State 1 hasn't changed. Oregon up 4 spots to number 2. Miami falls a spot to number 3. Ole Miss moves up 9 spots to number 4. OU now number 5, moved up 2 spots. A&M number 6 now, moved up 3 spots. Penn State lost, dropped 4 spots. That's it. I don't know about that. Indiana up 3 spots to number 8. Texas up a spot to number 9, and Alabama up 7 spots to number 10. Your Penn State loss was to Oregon, and double overtime. And this is why you see the jump. This is why Oregon is up to number 2, and Penn State only falls to number 7. It's about right, but here's the problem. Penn State was number 3 at the time. Oregon was number 6. So they essentially flip-flopped them and bumped Oregon up a spot and Penn State down a spot from where they were. So these teams are now 2 and 7 instead of 3 and 6, flipped. But the problem with something like this is that Penn State, if you look at their schedule, that was their big test until Ohio State, and I don't think Indiana is going to be a test. But that was it. They had 2 tests to pass on their schedule this year. A lot of people picked this Penn State team to win a national title. Well, they lose in double OT at home against Oregon on whiteout day. And then they'll beat UCLA and Northwestern and Iowa. And then they're going to have to play Ohio State. The thing, though, is that's it. So even if they lose to those 2 teams and they'll run the table, I think they'll beat Indiana. Again, I have Indiana. I think it's fool's gold. I don't think they're as good as they are, or as people think they are, I should say. But I could be wrong. But I told you the same thing about Illinois as well. I wasn't impressed with Illinois. But that's it. So Penn State probably still makes the playoffs if that's their only 2 losses. Excuse me. That's it. Then outside of your top 10, so Tech is number 11 now. Tech moves up to number 11. Their schedule, though, it's like who have they beat to warrant being number 11? I mean, you're looking at it. They beat Utah 34. Utah wasn't even good. But we're going to find out. They only have 2 ranked opponents as of right now. I'm not so sure Arizona State or BYU will be ranked. Just depends on their schedule by the time they get to those guys. Arizona State, what's their schedule look like? Oh, yeah, they play Utah. Well, I mean, they might lose to Utah. They very well could. And then they'd be out of the top 25. And then BYU, by the time they get to Tech, will have played Iowa State. That's it. I mean, that's what the Big 12 is. This is conference play in the Big 12. It's just a bunch of meh. So I think Tech is going to be in for a rude awakening if they make the playoffs. Bigly. But Tech is 11, Georgia 12. But I'm sorry. If Georgia and Tech played right now, who you taking? Exactly. If LSU and Tech played right now, who you taking? Exactly. Hell, I'm not going to say Iowa State, but maybe, but Tennessee for sure. I'll take all three of those one-loss teams over Tech right now. But I get it. You got to put them behind some because they just lost. Georgia falls 7 spots to 12. LSU falls 9 spots to 13. Iowa State is 14. Tennessee is 15. Vandy is 16. Vandy moves up 2 spots to 16. That's kind of crazy, but that's about to all come crashing down. So Vandy has that big win over South Carolina, but now they're about to play Alabama, LSU, Missouri, and Texas. Goodbye. Vandy's going to be out of the top 25 here in just a minute. Just give them a sec. Georgia Tech 17, Florida State with a big loss. Huge loss, really. They lose to Virginia. No reason that should have happened. So Florida State falls to number 18. Missouri, number 19, moved up a spot. Michigan down 1 to 20. Notre Dame is 21 at 2-2. I still don't get it. Illinois is 4-1 at Notre Dame's 21. Excuse me. Illinois 22, BYU 23, UVA 24, and Arizona State 25. Both of those teams making their top 25 appearance after not being ranked last week. A lot of fool's gold in this top 25. I think once you get outside of the top 15, maybe for sure. But I mean, I don't believe in some of these teams. I don't think Iowa State, I don't think they're beating Tennessee. I don't think they're beating Florida State, honestly. But, you know, you get some of these losses like Florida State has to a team like Virginia, and you're like, what are you doing? I think A&M is probably fool's gold in the top 10, and so is OU. Because I think if those teams play teams like Penn State and Texas and Bama and Georgia, they're probably losing, and LSU. I mean, those are just the blue bloods. Those are just the teams, even with one losses, those are the teams that I think are better. But you're, you know, if you're undefeated, OU and A&M at this point, yeah, you're going to be in top 5 or top 6, especially if Georgia and LSU and Bama and Texas and Notre Dame are all losing like they have. So it's a fun ride to get there, like number 6, if you're an A&M fan, but it ain't going to last. They've got, who they got next? Yeah, they've got Mississippi State. That should be no problem. Florida's going to give them fits. Arkansas will give them fits. LSU, they'll probably lose. They'll beat Missouri, probably lose to South Carolina. And then they'll beat Samford, and then lose to Texas. So, I mean, you're probably going to see them lose at least 3 games, which should be good enough to get them in the playoffs. Penn State's got it pretty easy. They'll only probably lose 1 more game. Like I said, Tech really doesn't have it hard. They have the best Big 12 team that money could buy. But they'll end up making a mistake, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll lose to somebody. And even if they don't, I don't expect this Tech team to do much in the playoffs. Oh, there's all these others, blah, blah, blah. What's Florida State's schedule look like? Yeah, so they got Miami, so they have a chance at redemption there. And then that's it. They don't really, I mean, they play Clemson, they play Florida, but right now, nobody looks at those teams as scary. So this is Florida State's last big chance to make a move up and try to hold position for the rest of the season. So this week, let's see this week's schedule. What up, Jen? Go Vandy beat Bama. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. Here's the schedule. I'm glad you're here, Jen. Here's your schedule for this week. Friday, BYU plays. That's the only ranked team so far. Saturday, Georgia, Kentucky, ISU, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, Purdue, I mean, just a lot of yuck. Penn State, UCLA, Texas, Florida should be okay. Vandy, Bama is I think that's going to be a bloodletting, but I could be wrong. But I don't think that's going to be close. Notre Dame, Boise, UVA, they'll probably lose to Louisville. OU beat Kent, Texas Tech, and U of H. Okay. You've got number 3 Miami versus FSU at 18. That's probably your game of the week. Yeah, that looks like the best game on the docket, really. I'm trying to see if there's any other. Yeah, nothing real sexy. Vandy, Bama, but I don't think Vandy is all that, and it's on the road. Good luck. Good luck. So there's your schedule. All right. While we have her here, we're going to get into a little NFL, and then we'll do some fantasy. But gotta do this now because I know she's going to be probably trying to leave here in a minute. And I'll be damned because we actually don't have just one. We have not one, but 2 birthdays in the house. Oh, real quick, I do want to say, what the shit? Interesting. What the hell? That don't make no sense. Oh, there we go. Damn it. I want to say thank you to Sylvia for her Thankful Thursdays. She sent one last week as well as this week, and I'm going to find the damn thing. Where'd it go? There we go. So, shout out and much love to Sylvia for sending a Thankful Thursday last week. Much love to you, Sylvia, and the week before. So not only did she send one at the end of September, but she sent one October 2nd as well. So Sylvia, thank you for your Thankful Thursdays, girl. Much appreciated. It's always nice that you remember even when shows are short or the weeks are short. So much love to you, girl. Really appreciate you supporting the show and continuing to do so. That said, it is also time. Yeah! It's time, bitches! Jen, did you get my card? I sent Jen a special birthday card. I sent everybody this picture of him as a birthday card. I sent Jen a special. But Jen's birthday was yesterday. We weren't here. We didn't get to celebrate. And that's just not okay. This is a woman that's really like the backbone of this community. She's the backbone of this show. Without her, a lot of the stuff that you guys enjoy and do just doesn't happen. So I hope that I'm gonna check my mailbox now. I hope that you all will join me your boss, a community leader, a wonderful human being. I mean, look, the way Jen and I met is she was a Usual Suspects fan. This happened. I got laid off, started a show. She came over. She's watching. And at some point, she just reached out and said, you need help. You suck at a lot. Birthday song is loud. And so the rest was history. And if it wasn't for her, like I said, a lot of what we do doesn't get done. And not just now, but in general, even in the past, all of the events that we've had, all of the online stuff. I mean, she really is one of a kind human being. And I am so grateful that whatever higher power was responsible for putting her in my life did so. Because she means the world to me. And Jen, I love you to death, girl. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And I'm glad you're on my side. And I'm glad you're here. And I know the deckheads are too. So, love you, girl. Cheers. So smooth. And it's her favorite too. Basil Hayden, baby. So good. We have another birthday as well. Oh, don't cry, girl. You know I love you. But yes, go check your mailbox. Something unusual. Also, we have another birthday in the house. Maddie T's birthday. What? We have two deckheads born October 1. A lot of you may not know who Maddie T is, or may not remember who Maddie T is. Maddie T is one cool-ass human being. Maddie also was a Usual Suspect, and he owns Safety RX, which is, if you need glasses, man, get out to Safety RX, because Matt does a lot of good. He's got a great product. But also, if you recall when we did the roast of my face, and we were trying to get to a certain number, and he matched, said like $1,000. Yeah, that was Matty T and Safety RX, and he does it. He doesn't want the accolades or any of that. He just does it because he likes the show, and he wanted to support a good cause. So to that I say. Matty T, again, man, just another outstanding deckhead. Just one dude that is doesn't show up a lot on the show, but continues to support. And so, Matty, I appreciate you, brother. Cheers and happy birthday, man. That's 2 shots too many. Shit. All right. Yeah. Oh, shut up, Alex. You might be on 5 more shots. Are you stupid? But happy birthday to Jen, the backbone of this community, without a doubt, and the boss. But also happy birthday to Matty T, man. He's quietly supported this show and the community throughout. So thank you both. Love you, Jen. Love you, Matty. Much love to both of you. And I hope y'all have a great birthday. Also, I texted Jen and found out she was getting buck wild. Buck wild. I mean, let loose. I heard titties was out. It was the whole thing. Okay, maybe titties weren't out. Maybe titties weren't out. But it's possible. If you've ever seen Jen drink. I know Matty T's titties were out. I know that for a fact. I kid. All right. Let's do the fantasy. Because we got to get to our matchup of the week. We got to do that. So let's see. Music. really need to make a new list. This is bullshit. You know what? Kiss my entire ass. Let's see. Music. New list. Cancel. Oh, there we go. There we go. Add items. Uh-oh. Damn it. What up, Brian? Let me see, where is my music? Oh, fuck it. I'll just play it. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. It's too complicated. Too complicated. There we go. There we go. All right, here's your fantasy football. There we go. Week 1. This is League 1. Sorry, not Week 1. League 1, Week 4. Jenny's mom beat Uriel 110 to 109. That one was close. Battle of the 2 and 2s. Mimi and FJ locked horns. Battle of the 1 and 3s. Mimi, Cleveland just scored 6-3 now. But Mimi beat FJ 117 to 108. Look at Sylvia rolling, man. Sylvia is 4-0. Terrence. Thank you for resubscribing for 30 months, Terrence. Much appreciated, brother. Sylvia's now 4-0. Beats Dr. Dre on 290, 147 to 144. How would you like to beat Dre, score 144 points, and fucking lose? Ain't that about a bitch? Oh my God, I'd be so mad. All right, into the 8th. Into the 8th now. Let's see. There you go. Cubs up 2-0. Total Dallas improved to 3-1. Beat Black Sheep 133 to 111. And last but certainly not least, speaking of scoring 140 and losing, Alex V scores 143. Dandy Dan scores 140 and loses. Could you imagine? Both of those teams would have also lost to Sylvia, but would have lost to Dre as well. So I know Dre is just hating life right now. 4 teams scored 140 in that league. Pretty crazy. Over in League 2, Jesus, here for you to hate, loses to BZH 420, 126 to 117. Stanky BBL, that's CC, puts up 145 and beats Chris from Sam Houston 145 to 105. Donna absolutely kicked my entire ass. Donna improves to 3-1. I fought a 2-2. Donna wins 146 to 114. Second most points scored. Well, no, actually, I take that back. Katie put up 165. Jeez. Spoon improves to 3-1. I guess he is the better Barry Laminack. Spoon beats House 119 to 109. And KDE beats Sam 165 to 144. Could you imagine putting up 144 and then losing? That's just like Dre. That's crazy. But you lost to a team that scored 165. No shame in that. Over in League 3, ignore that. That's supposed to be a 3. Damn it. 3. Okay. There we go. Got it changed. Saved the day. Over in League 3. God damn, Potch. 191? Jesus. Potch put up 191 points, improves to 4-0, beats Tony the Handsome 191 to 127. Potch said, "We out here." That's for the baby girl.
Yeah.
Walt and his fortuitous team beat Cisco 123 to 104. Amos, in our matchup of the week, Amos beats the real 132 to 109. Joel beats Titan Hugo 144 to 104. And Josh, aka 713 Hooligan, beats Jared 128 to 114. I mentioned that Amos and the Real were your matchup of the week. That is true. If you what the shit? That's all wrong. So here's the standings now. After 4 weeks, Alex Villanueva and Titan Hugo have still yet to pick incorrectly. They are 4 for 4. Your boy is 3 for 4. I missed this week. CC, PB Dubs, Donna, and Sylvia are all checked in third place with 2 points. And then Chris, Total Dallas, Jeff, Jen, Keith, Spoon, Terrence, and the Real all have a point. AR Platinum and Christopher Mina haven't registered yet. Mina hit me up, though, and said that he didn't find the link, and that's why he couldn't get in. So I told him, man, all you got to do is check. And each week, when we do the pick'em, I post the link in the chat. So if you miss and you're not a member of Patreon, then you can't get on the Discord for the links, then just come to the show on YouTube. You can run it with the chat and you'll see the links posted for each week here. Let me see. Speaking of, I have your week 5 matchup. And it was the closest that I could get. I don't know why this is not matching up. That's interesting. Where is this pulling from? I say. Let's see. Why does it say that? I don't know. Let's see. Big is it in this? I cannot remember. Maybe it's here? Shit, I don't remember now. This is crazy. What is this using? Jacob said, I'd pipe all of you. Yes, reruns on YouTube does show the chat. Yes, it does. 100%. That's why I say if you miss the... I don't think Twitch shows the chat, but if you miss, you can always go to YouTube and get the link. So why is this not? That's very strange. Oh, I see. What? Oh, I checked that up. That's why. Oh, shit. My bad. Hold on. Okay, that should fix most of it. Yes, but those points are wrong. Yeah, those points are definitely wrong. That is not the total. Total is actually 116.8 to 115.4. Yes. There you go. That should update any second now. Let's see. Close. All right. Here is the... No, that's still wrong. Why the hell? No, 9 and 10. There we go. Nope. God damn it. That is still wrong. 3 and 6. What was it? 3 and son of a bitch. Oh, Donna says meant to say does not. No, it should, Donna. It absolutely should. Oh, 2-7. That's why. Stupid ass. I almost had it right. Okay, this is not. What the fuck is going on? Oh, no, it's not. Oh my God. 7-1, League 2, you stupid fuck. League 2, 7-1. Thank you. Jesus. I'll get it right eventually, folks. Yeah, Donna, it should do that. I'll have to look. I'll have to go back and watch an old one. Well, if it does, I can't figure out how to see it. Let me find one. Let me see if I can show you. In the meantime, though, here is your matchup of the week. It is me and Sam Rubio. We are your matchup of the week. Separated by 1.4 points. You can see the rosters on your screen. Sam's got Daniel Jones, David Montgomery, Amari DeMarcado, Garrett Wilson, Quentin Johnston, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dallas Goedert, the Colts defense, and Chase McLaughlin. And I think that number is wrong for Amon-Ra St. Brown. That don't seem right. There ain't no way he's only scheduled to get that. What is going on with this fucking matchup shit? See, this is what took me so long. Yeah, that's supposed to be 17.7. Oh, all of it's moved down one. That's why. Son of a bitch. Daniel Jones is right. David Montgomery is right. DeMarcado is right. Garrett Wilson is right. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah. So the flip the 8.3 and 17 and a half. Those should be flipped. Yeah. And say, I don't know why it's showing up like that. The point total is the same though. So, okay, let me see content. Let me go back to live content. Let me pull up, okay, view on YouTube. All right, here is an old one. Let's see if we can figure this out together. Let's see. Hey. All right, here's an old one. So if you go up here, right there, you see where it says show chat replay? Right there. Boom. And then it shows you the chat. So if I get over here to... There we go. Yeah. And I should be posting the link here in just a second. There it goes. See the link? And it's clickable. If I click on that, it takes me to last week's form. Week 4. Yeah. So yes. All right, Donna. I'm about to post it right now. Here is the link for this week. If you want it, come and get it. This is this week's matchup. And again, it's me, it's Sam Rubio versus myself. Do this on Twitch. Boom. And over on YouTube. Boom. All right. There's the link. Mina, get on it. Oh no, we suck again. I've already tested it, so it should work just fine. My entry's in. I just want to wait and see if anybody else gets theirs in. But again, me and Sam Rubio, Sam's scheduled to win by 1.4 points, 116.8 to 115.4. And there's your matchup. And of course, when you go to the link, it's going to show you our teams and all that. So you'll have an idea of like his tight ends, my flex, all that shit. All that's there. And bench as well, as sometimes people change their bench out. So get in on it. Other. What? What is other? Who is the other? Oh, is other a choice? Yeah, that shouldn't be a choice. There we go. Don't pick other or your ass will not. I'm glad. Good catch. All right, I deleted it now. Other should be gone. Yes, other is gone. Good catch, Mark. When is Daniel Jones going to turn back into a pumpkin? Psh. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. Probably the same time Jackson Dart does. Yeah, I don't know. It's, you know what? It's amazing how some of these quarterbacks in the NFL in the right system. By the way, there's your final. Detroit advances, beats Cleveland 6-3. So Detroit on to the next round, where they will play the Mariners. But Chicago's still up 2-0 in the bottom of the third, one out. It's amazing what happens to these quarterbacks when they get into the right system. You know what I mean? Like, you saw what happened with Sam Darnold. Geno Smith was another one. Out of nowhere. Baker Mayfield. So you've seen some of these guys that were like, I think we're used to what happened with, say, like the Matt Castles of the world, where you see a backup come in when a guy is down. He flourishes for that time, and then he gets a head start and on a new team and thrives. Or in the case of Matt Castle, doesn't, I should say. So he gets the job. Oh, I didn't show League 4? Oh, shit. My bad. But I think that we're used to seeing what happened to Matt Castle, which is do well as a backup, and then you get your own team and you shit the bed. But these guys are thriving now. They're flourishing. It's almost the opposite. In some cases, they leave. Yeah, Brock Osweiler is another good example. But in some cases, they leave and it looks like their careers are over. And then they get bounced from that team in the case of Baker Mayfield, because he left the Browns. I think he went to Carolina. Then he ends up in Tampa. And now look, just thriving. But I really thought Sam Darnold was going to fall off after getting out of Minnesota. Geno Smith is kind of after leaving Seattle, but he's still under the same head coach, so who knows? All right, here's League 4. My fault. I didn't show you League 4, and that's on me. So here you go. League 4. Oops. There you go. Baker has that dog in him. He's always had that dog in him. Yeah, he really has always had that dog in him. All right. Clarence, 0-4, falls to John Westling's Dr. Macho's Hombres, 134-100. Jen improves to 2-2 with a bigly ass whooping over Mark G's team, 149-110. Jen gets the win for her birthday. Keith Sager improves to 3-1 with 148.46 points, beating Perry 148-123. AJB beats Heartthrob 118-109. Both of those teams now 2-2. And Skiggity improves to 4-0, beating Jeff Bell 149-118. Damn. So we had a bunch of teams score 140 or more. In League 4, you had Skiggity, Keith, and Jen all put up 140. That's 3. In League 3, you had Potch, jeez, put up 191. And Joel put up 144, so you had 2 more. That's 5 teams now. League 2, you had, don't know why my voice cracked. You had Cece, my sweet, sweet Donna, Katie, and Sam all put up 140 or more. So that's up to 9 teams now. Jeff said, I'm slow playing it. There you go, buddy. Start off 1-3. I feel you. Go Texans on them. 2018 Texans. Then they start off 0-3 and make the playoffs. I feel you. So now 9 teams, and then League One, I know, had a bunch of 144s, right? Yeah, 1, 2. You had Dr. Dre on 290, Sylvia, Alex V, and Dandy Dan. 13 teams total in these 4 leagues with 140 or more. That's crazy. That's crazy. How many teams didn't score 100? Let's see. League 1, none. League 2, none. League 3, none. And League 4. Boy, Clarence barely made 100. Barely. His team is trash. Wow. I thought my team sucked. His team is trash. Going into week, so honestly, I was shocked that I got 191. I think anybody would be shocked if they put up 191. I don't give a shit who your team is. Week 5 in the NFL, and then we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Let's look ahead to week 5. Clarence said you suck too. And his Bill O'Brien, you suck too. Big breast Marshall. That's hilarious. I don't have the Laminator 5000 done yet. I was on the road. What the fuck? I just didn't get to it. But I will have the Laminator 5000 starting next week. So we'll just have to have one more week of data. But here is your schedule for week 5, and then we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Accidentally hit a break. My bad. All right, let's see. Week 5. Here's your NFL schedule for week 5. You got San Francisco on the road at the Rams tonight. Sunday, early Sunday, don't forget, 8:30 a.m. And Jen will have, hopefully, DraftKings for you. She's been putting them on the Discord. So, if you're a Patreon member, get in on that DraftKings. It's fun. DraftKings, it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's usually in the fantasy/gambling forum. Let's see. Lisa said, wow. So this morning I said, what the hell? And did a flash draft on DraftKings. Damn. Was that in the shit, Lisa won $64. That's crazy. Let's see. I don't think that's the regular, but Jen usually posts a link to the DraftKings in the Discord. Yeah, there it is. So make sure you take advantage of that as well. Yep, I'll put DraftKings in there. Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you, Potch, for that. Much appreciated, sir. For those of you that haven't, please join. What the shit? Oh, I know what that is. Me logging into DraftKings and them telling me, here it is. Yes. All right. Rest of the league matchup. So you got that early matchup Sunday morning, Minnesota at Cleveland. What the shit did I just do? Minnesota at Cleveland. Raiders at Indy. Giants at the Saints. Dallas at the Jets. Denver and Philly locking up. Miami and Carolina. Houston is on the road in Baltimore. Tennessee and Arizona, Tampa and Seattle, Detroit, Cincinnati, Washington and the Chargers, New England and Buffalo. And then your Monday night matchup is Kansas City and Jacksonville. 4 teams with a bye: Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh. There's just not a lot of good games. San Francisco is probably going to get their ass whooped simply because of the injuries that they have. I know Kittle's out. Now they're saying Brock Purdy is out. There's a couple more of their starters that won't be playing, so I don't think that one's going to be close. But Kyle Shanahan has done yeoman's-like work with a lineup that's constantly injured out in San Francisco. Minnesota, Cleveland's not sexy anymore. Like, ugh, no thanks. Vegas, Indy, there's no sexiness to that. The same thing with Giants and New Orleans. I think you just want to see, is Jackson Dart healthy, and what does he do? Can he do it again? Dallas and the Jets, no thanks. Denver, Philly is a good matchup. Denver and Philly is a good game. Miami and Carolina is not. I think that Houston-Baltimore game probably gets ugly. But Tennessee, Arizona, no thanks. Tampa, Seattle is meh. Cincinnati's not Cincinnati anymore, so no thanks. Washington and the Chargers is, are they getting Jaden Daniels back? That's the question. Is Jaden Daniels back for Washington? Let's see. Daniels plans to play. All right, now I'm interested. Now it's a good game. Dubs, thank you for the Thankful Thursday, my friend. PB Dubs just in a $7 Thankful Thursday. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated, man. Oh, yeah, and Pearsall is out. Jesus. Texans have a chance with no Lamar. Has it been confirmed he's not playing, though? I didn't know he's not playing. Yeah, it still says he may not be available this week. He's still uncertain because of his hamstring. If that's the case, then the Texans do have a chance. They just have to stop Derrick Henry. But who would have thought both of these teams 1-3? That's just crazy, man. Just crazy. But the Washington Chargers game becomes interesting now. New England, Buffalo, not really. Buffalo probably just trounces New England. Kansas City, Jacksonville, I think is going to be okay. It's simply because are the Chiefs back, and can Jacksonville continue to look good? They haven't looked great. They haven't looked like world beaters. But you know, they're 3-1. Their only loss was to Cincy. I don't know how they ended up doing that. But this will be an interesting game and an interesting test for that team. So just not a ton of sexy, super hot, great matchups this week. Your best game is probably Philly-Denver, honestly. So, yeah, not great. Not a lot of can't miss in week 5 of the NFL. So, all right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna go make some chicken. I don't even know if I have a gig tonight. The booker for the Punchline messaged me and was like, hey, do you have all these dates open? And I was like, yes, I do. And then, oh man, I missed it, Brian Pettit, sir. Thank you for resubscribing, Brian. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Y'all go follow Tiger Stripes Media if you don't. Oh, damn. Cisco said I have Lamar and Tyreek Hill in my work league. Ouch. Ouchie. Man, I've had so many injuries. I don't feel sorry for none of y'all. None of y'all. You hear me? None of you. Yeah, you know, you're not getting no sympathy out of me. Both of my teams have been riddled with injuries. Hey, thank you, Alex. Much love, brother. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, cool. 8 entrants. Yeah, Jen will post the DraftKings. Yep, the DraftKings is out. All right, if you're a Patreon member, go to Discord, get on the DraftKings stuff. Big Stout, good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. And everybody that's in the DraftKings, make sure you take Lamar Jackson. All right, man. Well, that's the one and only show of the week. I'm off to San Antonio tomorrow and Saturday. Be on the road. I don't know. I might be at the Punchline tonight opening for Andy Huggins also. I don't know yet. And that's it. I'll see you guys on Monday. So have a great weekend, everybody. What a long week it was on Barry on Deck. Woo! What a week. But I love you guys. Yes, Cisco, San Antonio. I'm emceeing at the racetrack. I've hooked up with a company out of Los Angeles who does a lot of shows now at both Retama or whatever, and Sam User Racetrack. Good times. I'll be in San Antonio a few times, Cisco. I'm coming with Jerry Wayne Longmire in November. That, if you're going to come to one, that'd be the one to come to. For sure. All right. I love you guys. Be safe. Be kind. Love each other. I will see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Go Aggies. Go Texans. Suck it, nerds. And he's making a YouTube video.